What's good, my peoples? It's your main man Solace here. I want to do this quick video on bloodlines and conscious lines. When I say conscious, I mean spirit, soul, whatever y'all want to call it, because all these things is the same. I don't care what nobody tell you. It's the same thing. Now, you got bloodline. This would be your mother, your father, your kids, their kids, so on and so forth. All of this is bloodline. We know what that is. Cousins, etc., etc. Bloodline. Then you have your direct bloodline. That would be like your mother, your father, your kids, their kids, your grandparents. This is your direct bloodline. Now, bloodline is important only to someone who doesn't understand that they are the spirit inside of the body. So when a man is lost and he searches for bloodline, this is because he doesn't truly grasp that he is the conscious spirit, the thoughts inside of the body. The body doesn't think, but we don't grasp that. We think that this is us. We don't understand that what's thinking inside of us is the sperm cell, which is the spirit, and that is what is the consciousness. Now, bloodline. My mother is older than me. My father is older than me. I'm older than my children, meaning I came before them. My mother came before me. My father too. This is bloodline and how that works. So my mother predates me in age on a bloodline level. Now, conscious line is completely different. Conscious line wise, I predate my mother and my father on a conscious line. It gets so deep on the conscious line that I actually predate every man and woman walking this earth currently at this time. Now, I know a lot of y'all are like, you lost me. I don't understand what you mean. Okay, let me break this down. When a man lives, meaning you go from a cell in the body to becoming a sperm cell, you get an egg. This is you ascending in life. You get an egg, which is a body. You come out. You live as a man. Go from a baby child, boom, to a man. You die. You ascend into the fourth dimension where you find an egg cell on that level of life. Same processes 1 through 3. Same process 4 through 6. Higher level in life. That's dimensions. Now, let's say a man dies at this level, the third dimension. Meaning, let's say you die. Whoever's watching this, you die. You don't have any understanding of who you are, what you are, and what you have to do with life. All you know is you're the body. All you know is whatever you know. Whatever make-believe shit you got floating around in your head. Whatever you truly in your heart feel like, now I know what I know. All that you have in you ain't going to do nothing for you. So now when you die, you return back to the mighty all. Thousands of years later, sometimes millions, even billions of years later, you will be pushed back out and go through the whole process again. Cell, sperm cell, body, keep ascending. Maybe you'll go higher up this time in the ascent. If you don't, then you die wherever you're at and you return back to the mighty all. Now, years later, when you're pushed back out, that's that same consciousness, meaning that's that same spirit, same person. Now, how do I break this down to y'all in layman's terms? My spirit was here before the history that y'all have, meaning all the history that we have in this day and time. However far back it predates, my spirit was here before that time. My spirit was here during that time, those times. Not the whole ancient times, but my spirit was there during some of the ancient history that y'all have. And my spirit is now here again. So what does that mean? It means I didn't fully ascend to become back one with the all, in a sense where I don't get pushed back out anymore. I acquired all the knowledge. I ascended to the 9th dimension. or you can be company with the all, meaning you ascend past the ninth dimension to become one like the all. So my spirit in the past didn't ascend, let's say, past eighth dimension. So it got that high up to where it was almost back one with the all, and it didn't acquire whatever it needed to acquire, or it drifted off. Almost like the Satan story. Acquire so much knowledge, get the ego, and you fall. So something happened with my spirit and it fell. And it was pushed back out over thousands of years with all-knowing knowledge, just never ascended back to become one with the all. Maybe ego. I don't know exactly what happened yet, but for some reason I just don't ascend all the way. And I come back, but I come back with all-knowing knowledge, like as if I shouldn't be here. Same thing happens and I die. So I say that to say that my spirit was here before. It ascended as high as it ascended, and it returned back to the all. It was pushed back out. And that is my conscious line. So you can say 8,000 years ago, 6,000 BC sometime, there was a man walking this earth. The sperm cell, the spirit, the consciousness in that man 8,000 years ago had all-knowing knowledge of life and what it truly was. And he died. And he returned back to the mighty all. And 8,000 years later, he was pushed back out and became a cell, then a sperm cell, and then Solace. Now, you may be lost and say, I don't see how that could be possible. Well, it's the same way as bloodline. Pushed out. It's all a pushing out thing. When you came into this earth, you was pushed out physically. Consciousness just pushed out the same way. How I'm speaking now, this is my spirit speaking, not the body. My spirit is speaking. The words, the vibration is being pushed out through the body like a flute. You blow a vibration into the instrument, and the noise and the sound comes out. Now, is the instrument making the noise? No. You're making the noise. You're using the instrument to let others hear the noise. And this is how your body is. When you're speaking, that is your spirit speaking, and the body is like the instrument. So when you're speaking, the sound is coming out. But it's just the vibration of the spirit that is within you being pushed out. So it's a deep thing, but it's not truly that deep. So I say that in a sense to say you have newly conscious energy just now being pushed out here for the first time. This is their first go at this whole ascending thing. This is why a lot of y'all truly do not grasp anything I'm saying. And some do, because some spirits was here before. 10,000 years ago. They may not have ascended but so high, but they've ascended. If you can get to this level, you can acquire something. There's spirits here that never ascended past the sperm cell, meaning there's a man right now, there's a spirit in a man right now, this is his first time in the third dimension living, meaning that spirit never got the egg cell. Deep, right? Because a lot of sperm cells don't get the egg to ascend. They eventually return back to the mighty all with that level of knowledge and understanding, because they never went to that next dimension to experience it in the sense of being the one who got the egg. So it's a deep thing. So a lot of y'all are walking around here and this is the first time. So to grasp what is being said is almost like, nah, it has to be like weird and goofy for y'all to grasp, because these are the weird stories that you've been hearing all your life. So it's a deep thing. So you can say my mother is older than me physically and bloodline wise. But conscious wise, I am way, 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 way older than my mother and father. So much older that I understand the conscious line. See, you can put it to a sense of this. Have you ever heard anyone speak of spirit line? Men always speak of a bloodline. So this is how old I am, that I have an understanding of spirit's line. And it really truly can't be disputed in any way. It is what it is. Spirit line. Now, this is why I know the things that I know in the manner that I know them. Because I've explained these things many, many, many of times in many different lives, in many different times in history. Now I'm at a level to where I've explained this shit so much. The more I explain it, the more I get it. But y'all don't, because it's not the same people. You see how deep that is? Every time my spirit comes back, meaning it is sin, because this time I'm ascending all the way. That's the beauty of this time. The spirit that is within me, this time it's going to ascend all the way back. So it's a beautiful thing, man, but it's a weird thing at the same time, even explaining it to people who don't even have any grasping to understand that I'm a micro cell within a bigger being. See, we have to understand Earth is not a being. Earth is an organ. But I needed to get y'all to grasp that Earth is alive, just like organs are. And y'all only understand life if it's like a person. Now, we have to grasp. Earth is not a being or a person or a woman. Earth is an organ inside of a being. The being would be the solar system. So you have many solar systems within a galaxy. These are the many beings or humongous people in that world, which would be the galaxy. And you have a bunch of different galaxies, just like we have a bunch of different planets. So the galaxies are likened to organs of the universe. And the universe is the being. Grasp it? Earth is an organ. The solar system is the being. So everything is not the being. Some things are just the life within the being. So we're the life within the solar system, the cells. The planet is the organs within the solar system. The sun is the sperm cell within the brain of the being. So it's a deep thing. Now, the galaxies are not beings. They are likened to the organs that the beings live in. Just like we live in the organ, but we call it a planet. Just like the cells in your body, they live on the organs and within the fluid, which we call planets and seas on our level. And the cells in your body may call them the same thing on their level because it looks like the same thing as it looks to us. So you just have to grasp that. You have cells, micro life within your body, living in your organs and in your blood fluid. We are micro cells in comparison to the solar system, which are the organs of the immune system of the being that we're in. My conscious spirit line has ascended to be that being and live that life. To grasp that life, this one, the one before. It's truly a deep thing. But the things y'all reach for got y'all so stuck as if it's reality that I don't know if y'all will grasp this. But we have to start to grasp this. But first we must grasp that Solace is the oldest man walking this earth in a sense of conscious spirit. And if anybody thinks that that's absurd, then get the oldest man you can find And I guarantee after me and him talk for 10 minutes, he'll tell you the same thing. That I'm the oldest man he's ever met. If you get anybody, you sit them down with me for 10 minutes, and I guarantee you I'll lose them to where they'll have no choice but to say, I don't know. Everything he's saying makes sense, but I just don't get what he's saying. Meaning, if you tell a child everything a 50-year-old man said, they hear him, it makes sense, but they don't get it because they ain't nowhere near 50 years old. But they know the short life that they lived. He broke that down and that made sense, and then everything else he's saying correlate with it. So yeah, he probably might be right, but I ain't lived that long, so I don't know. And this is how it is when I'm talking to men. I don't care how smart they are. It's all the same to me. It's like it don't matter who I speak with. They could be on, you could get the smartest brother that y'all think is the smartest guy in the world. And you can get somebody who's mid-level smart. To me, they the same. There's no difference. If I'm talking to them both, it's no difference. And that's not ego. I just want y'all to grasp what I'm saying. If you think it's ego, you could just get anybody. I guarantee, like I done talked to so many brothers at this point, it's always the same thing. They get jumbled up on their words. They get confused. They be like, nah, I'm trying to explain. And it's like, I understand why they doing that. They cannot grasp that the things that they're saying just don't make no sense when they speaking to somebody like me. But they don't grasp the conscious line in none of this. So I'll be speaking to a brother and I'll tell him, yo, you just don't understand and grasp who you speaking with. And they'll take it, I know they're going to take it wrong when I say it, but that's why I say it anyway. Just to see who's going to grasp and say, yo. But they'll take it wrong and say, nah, he's trying to play me. Like he's some big shot. No, you don't grasp that a nigga's telling you some shit you know nothing about. Yet it makes perfect sense to you and you can grasp it and you don't put two and two together to say, okay, brother just explained death to me and it makes sense and I grasp it. The brother just explained the sense in life to me. No one's done that. Truly done that. He just explained dimensions to me to where I can actually grasp it and apply it and say, God damn, you right. When I was the sperm cell trying to get into the egg, that was different life. But it was still me. Nobody broke that down to you before. Nobody told you what the spirit was before. But no one grasped to say, hold on. It's not guesses. Guesses have to be likened to guesses. A man can't tell you the spirit is the sperm and then tell you, yo, you was the sperm that went in the egg. You know that. You can't even deny none of this and be like, nah, but what? So it's a deep thing. Man just broke down the simplest shit to you that you've been confused over. We've heard men try to describe the spirit for ages. Never could simply just say it's the sperm. And then break it down simple. Yo, remember when the sperm went into the egg? Yeah, that was you. And you know that already. You just let motherfuckers fuck your head up. For no reason. Because we've all known this since young. You learn that. The sperm cell runs into the egg, penetrates it, and then you're born through that process. So we've all heard this story before. Mind you, if the sperm went to the egg and penetrated the egg, and then you came, common sense would tell you that the sperm cell that's in the egg is you, and the egg is the body. But we don't think. We let people tell us what to think. And this is why y'all cannot possibly grasp how old your boy Solace truly is. But just stay tuned, because you're going to learn a whole lot of more things this year. Trust me.